Hello everyone, my name is Nikki Golub and today I will be showing you a Web 2.0 tool called Mural. Mural is a digital workspace tool for visual collaboration. This tool aims to innovate the remote meeting and learning workspace to create engaging environments for enterprises and educational institutions. This tool could be used in the classroom, for training purposes, or even to engage all members within a remote meeting. Regardless, this tool provides the opportunity for people, wherever they are, to have a common area, to share information, and collaborate together to hopefully have a more productive, collaborative experience when arriving at different conclusions and overall building consensus. This tool will work in synchronous and asynchronous manners. Now, something that's super important to point out with Mural is that they have an educational pricing plan. For anyone, you can sign up for Mural for free, but it's important to note that they are really all about helping educators, and they provide plans for students that have up to 10 memberships and also allow for one workspace with open private rooms, 10 memberships and unlimited murals, 25 external guests, and unlimited visitors. Now, for the classroom teacher account, you would have all of these features, but this would be up to 100 members, and you would have access to the live Teachers Lounge webinar that will really host a lot of awesome learning opportunities, and overall, the Mural community is really helpful, and they provide a lot of content and information. Now, when it comes to content and information, I wanted to showcase Mural's awesome knowledge base. Mural has provided a searchable area that promotes learning of the product itself, that you can easily search for any articles, or you can click on one of these particular collections that help you understand how to utilize this tool the best way that you possibly can. Now, another thing that's really great about this is that all of these articles are organized that help you get started, and they all are informative, usually offer a static or animated image, and the best thing about these articles is that at the end you're able to rate whether it answered your question, and if you say it didn't, give it a second and the chat bot will come up and will ask you to provide a little bit more information so that they can further help you. So overall, this is just showcasing how Mural really is here to offer a free tool and offer a knowledge base for you to learn how to use this tool, because their whole message is they really want to innovate the visual collaboration space. So now that you have a general overview of Mural regarding its knowledge base, the product itself, and its pricing, let's go ahead and jump into a Mural. Now, I created this Mural a little bit ago, and this is actually just something that's from a template. So you can easily undo, you can easily lock, which means that when you lock something, or when you unlock something, that means that you're making it, this is just one of the Facilitator Powers, which means how your students or the people that are within this are able to manipulate this. So this is just a free template, and you're able to search any of these templates when you're creating a Mural, or if you just want to freely browse the templates. Now, since we just left that Mural and we're looking at the workspace, we're going to go ahead and talk briefly about this. Within the Mural interface, your user account has your workspace. You have different rooms that you can invite different people to, and whoever's a part of the room can see the murals within it. And then you can also create private rooms if you want, so that people cannot see your murals. But ultimately, we're going to go ahead and we're going to create a Mural today that's all about empathy. So when we look at this Mural, we're going to go ahead and see that the other member within this Mural is here. Now, this is just my my personal account, I wanted to jump in here so I could showcase to you a couple different things with how that looks. So as an instructor, you can actually highlight. You can't see it here, but from the student view, you'll actually see the movement of the instructor on the screen. As an instructor, you have Facilitator Powers, and all of these powers help you kind of guide the learning and the collaboration on the mural board. So, for example, you have the timer. So if you want, you can use the timer to help set focus goals. So maybe you want the students to only take a couple minutes to answer a certain question. You can use the timer for that. You can use the summon, which makes everybody in the mural itself come to wherever you are, and so they have to look at the same thing you're looking at. You can utilize the outline, and you can hide or reveal those steps. It's up to you, which we'll talk about in a second. You can use the super lock. You can change the size of the mural itself. You can celebrate, hide everyone else's cursors, and use the laser pointer, which is one of my favorite, and ultimately go into private mode, which means that people can only see the content that they've added themselves, and then when you end the private mode, all content will be visible. So when the student moves around on the mural, you can also see where they are. This is confusing because we both have the same name, but it's fine. So you can actually see the student when they're adding things. So imagine having a bunch of students in here, and they can all be freely brainstorming about different things. They can be adding different icons if they want. They can add images. And ultimately, they can all work together to share information. Now, as an instructor, if you want, you can use your Facilitator Powers to summon, and that means that you've taken control and nobody else can edit or navigate. So now I'm controlling the student's screen and making them move around the board with me however I want. Okay? Now, something else that's really awesome is that while people are in this view, you can go to outline, and this means that they're completely controlled with what you're doing and what they're seeing. And you can also access this outline here, and so when you're talking about these different things, you can use this to help you move around the board itself. So imagine utilizing this to set up a lesson, and you're able to use this to navigate to different parts to give your students or your trainees information about those different components of the mural. You can use the timer to allow them to work on generating ideas and then stopping them. And overall, there's just a lot of ways in which you can wiggle around and utilize Mural. So once you're done presenting, you can go ahead and release them from presentation mode, and that will allow for students to collaborate with each other. So a few other things that I want to show is, you're probably wondering, where is this student getting this stuff? Like, how are they just randomly, where is all this stuff coming from? Okay, and I'll show you. That's over here on the side. So all of this stuff is free and available for the students. And the great thing is that you're not going to see every time the students open up this area. You can see when you open this area, but ultimately this is just showcases to you how easy you can navigate, you can manipulate, and you can change things in Mural. Now, a few other things to point out is the zoom settings down here at the bottom. You can zoom in and out to see where people are. You can also see, and highlighted based on the colors here, where the other person is and what they're looking at. You can also choose to share this with different people, provide a visitor link, so this could be something that you could easily add to your learning management system, and then your students could freely come in here and look at this and provide information and content and comments. And then, or you can export or embed this mural however you'd like to. Now, looking at some of the ways that you can collaborate amongst just sharing okay, so you're sharing the shared space that you can collaborate, but a few other things that I wanted to point out is that there's a chat. So if a student has a question, they can ask questions in here, or you can even say a message to the students. And then students will be able to see that. And then you can chat with them. Students would also be able to utilize this chat to maybe ask questions or talk with each other about different things within the mural. Now, another thing that's cool to point out that I wanted to show real quick is the activity. So there's like a change log, if you will. So if you're working together, collaborating on a project, or maybe you and another teacher are working together on this mural, you can see what that activity was. So overall, Mural is a really awesome tool that could be utilized within a classroom setting for training or for different remote meeting purposes. Ultimately, this tool offers the ability to easily add different post-it notes, to add text, to add images, to add files, to easily arrive at different conclusions and to build consensus amongst workers or students. Ultimately, Mural is a really amazing Web 2.0 tool that I hope that many of you are able to go and explore, and hopefully we can all share our murals together. This concludes the end of this tutorial. I hope that you all enjoyed it as much as I did presenting it, and if you have any questions regarding Mural, you're always welcome to ask me or check out the knowledge base. Thank you.